Good morning, Vietnam. I think we have to address the firing of Dennis Allen before we do anything else. Can we give a round of applause? Actually, I mean, do the Saints even deserve credit? Do the Saints deserve credit? Seriously. I'm going to look it up right now. How long has this motherfucker been the head coach? I mean, just look at this guy. I know if you're listening to the audio version of the podcast, you're not going to be able to see what's going on. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a great day. I mean, just look at this fucking guy. Are you kidding me? Just fucking look at this guy. Can we? I'm not saying we always need to judge books by their cover. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. But if a guy gets a chance and he just isn't good, what are we doing? How long was this guy the head coach for the New Orleans Saints? 2 years, 2022 to 2024. He was a defensive coordinator for 6 years. He was a senior assistant for the year before that. He's been with the New Orleans Saints for 9 years. It's crazy. He was with the Saints for 2 years, 2008, 2010. Listen, you know, this is the funny thing sometimes. People don't understand. People think that if you get to a certain spot in your career, that means you're good at what you do. I can't give you an example I had with BK because it's kind of political. But he was just appalled that, I said a certain candidate was borderline brain dead. It's like, what are you talking about? Look at where they are in life. I'm like, Brian, you don't understand the real world. Let me tell you what the real world is. What's up, everybody? What's up, my homie Potato? I'm not getting into politics, but let me tell you, and listen, I've noticed this in my career as, I say that now I'm just a bartender turned real estate agent. I'm nothing to be, I'm no role model, nothing to be proud of. It's just the American dream. I'm sticking to sports, but let me give an example. But I'm going to tell you, the more and more I live life, and especially now with my wife who has worked with startups recently. She was in the corporate world and now she's in startups. Something that you find, and I'm sure a lot of you are going to hear this and you're going to resonate. It's going to resonate with you. Something that I find is this: the people who are in higher up positions, whatever it is, senior something, vice something, head of something, aren't necessarily that good at their job. You know what they're really good at, though? Some are. I'm not saying all of them aren't. Some are. But you know what they're really good at? Most of these people? They're good at playing the game. They're good at playing the fucking game. They're good at kissing ass, and they're good at politics. They are good at kissing ass. That's right. Sucking their way to the top. I see it with so many things. I really do. Even my mom's company. There are just people you're like, I've listened to my wife on calls with very senior people, have come over from certain companies. I've listened to them have, host a call or a meeting with like 100, 200 plus people. And I listen to them because it's on speaker. And I'm just like, this person sounds like they have the IQ of a rock. They're just stupid. They say a lot, but they're not saying anything. They're just dumb. Dennis Allen, the only way it makes any sense in my brain for Dennis Allen to be a head coach in the NFL for 2 years and a coach in general. This motherfucker's been a coach since 1996. The only way it makes sense to me is if he is just really good at kissing ass or sucking dong. That's all I got. You got to know how to play a game. Prime, will you shut the fuck up? You're 21 years old. You know nothing. All my job, the higher ups the ladder, the dumber they get. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like that in a lot of places. Not everywhere, but a lot of places. Sometimes you'll be like, how the fuck is this person my boss? And then they just love the authority. These people love the authority. Sometimes they abuse it, but that's neither here nor there. I have to say, though, it baffles me that this guy has been in the or as my Canadian friends would say, the organization for 9 years. Actually, he was there for 2+ years. Oh no, he was there even longer. My goodness gracious. He was with the New Orleans Saints from 2006 to 2010. He was a defensive coordinator of the Broncos for 1 year. He was the head coach of the Oakland Raiders for 2 years. He went back to the Saints. He must have made some real good friends there. My goodness gracious. I mean, this guy has been with the New Orleans Saints on and off for like 20 years. 18 years. Good job for the Saints to finally realize this dude is not very good at his job. Bravo. Well done. Now, listen, there's a lot of other finger pointing to do. A lot of other. One of the many reasons I left the corp world and created 2 businesses of my own. Yeah. Kudos. There's a lot of people that can't work for people. My wife is kind of the same way. Then I'll tell you what, I totally get it. Because if your boss is a total incompetent fucking moron, it's probably hard to do your job every single day. What's up, Fat Girls W? There hasn't been a single speech given by my executives that have made me want to work harder. Yeah. Some of my corporate leadership make me laugh at their incompetence. Oh, yeah, you guys get it. You guys get it. It's frustrating. It's really frustrating. But unfortunately, and listen, I'll tell you right now, I know Johnny Giuntana jokes around that I'm rich and I'm sitting on a bunch of money. That is unfortunately not the case. I would like for there to be. I would not be doing this on my dining table. I'd be doing this in an office or a studio. You know what I mean? I'm really not good at kissing ass and playing politics. I'm just not. I did it for a little bit when I managed a bar in my 20s, because you kind of have to, when you manage a bar and people come in there and they buy $100 bottles of 3 olives and they act like they're fucking, God's gift, and they want their pinky up and their feet kissed and everything. We called them $30,000 millionaires. You got to play the game a little bit because you're in the hospitality industry. But there's a saying that I hate, I despise. Anybody who's worked in hospitality or in the service industry has probably heard this. You ever heard the customer's always right? Let me tell you, whoever said that, whoever made that a thing, maybe society and people were different back in the day. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. The customer's not always right. Sometimes the customer is a fucking idiot piece of shit. All right. And they don't deserve anybody to be nice to them. Okay. So, anyways, we can move on. But good job on the New Orleans Saints. Who's next on the chopping block? By the way, welcome to the board review. Makes me want to eat myself off a bridge. Yeah. It's not good in GTA. Right. That's right. Yep. Customers really quick. I hate how fucking fake rich people are. Oh yeah, it's brutal. It's brutal. When I meet a nice rich person, I just want to give them a hug. I'm like, God, you are just. It's so hard to find people like you, and they're out there, and it's such a breath of fresh air. It really is. It's so refreshing to meet successful, hardworking, rich people who are just, good people. It doesn't even have to be like super nice or whatever, just good people. I'm over my corp job, DGen. Should I quit and dedicate my career to gambling? In all seriousness, no, you should not. There are some people who can gamble professionally and make a living off this. I respect the absolute fuck out of those people. I can't do that. I wish I could. I wish I could just tell my wife, listen, I'm going to take my bankroll, everything I got, and I'm just going to give this thing a go and be full time at it. I can't do that. I just can't. I'm not good enough. It sounds awesome though. Didn't you bet McCarthy first coach fired? No, I didn't bet anyone this year, unfortunately. Sometimes firing a customer and handling them over to your competition is your best move. Bob Smith fucking gets it. Bob Smith, who's that a portrait of, by the way? I don't even need them to be super hardworking if they're nice, and that's cool. Yeah, I know it's easier said than done. Yeah, I really do. I like rich people that just treat people with respect. Is that so hard? I hate rich people who talk down to industry. There's a really, really good movie, by the way. Oh God, now I'm fucking blanking on it. Woody Harrelson was in it. What movie was he just in? Triangle of Sadness. Did you guys ever see Triangle of Sadness? Triangle of Sadness was a fantastic movie. It was all these rich, arrogant snobs on a yacht getting catered and served, and everything turns upside down. I won't spoil the movie, but they sick money beat me to it. Treat the janitor the same way you treat the CO. Yep, that's why I love Derek Stevens at Circa. That guy was awesome. I took a piss next to him. He was drunk, having a great time, and he was walking out, and he turned around, and he was like, "This bathroom is clean as fuck. You're doing a great job," to the bathroom attendant, and gave him like a $20 bill. And I was like, "That guy's fucking awesome." Is that so hard? Is it so hard to not be a fucking, like, people say I'm an asshole? Maybe I am, but I'm a fucking good guy when it comes down to shit like that. Treat others how you want to be treated. You know what I mean? Anyways, Triangle of Sadness, really good movie if you've never seen it. I just watched 2 movies, but I don't really have time to rant about it because we have a lot to get to. I watched the Martha Stewart documentary. I thought that was awesome. I'll tweet about this a little bit later. Martha Stewart, I was not familiar with her game. She is a bad motherfucker. Not a very nice person. But you know what? Sometimes to be successful, you have to be a little bit off. You got to be a little bit crazy. Think about the best musicians, the best artists, whatever. Some of these people got to be a little bit nuts. She was just so career driven. She was a bad motherfucker. And then I watched the Elvis movie. That was okay. I didn't love the way it was done, but it was interesting. I thought it was pretty good. I thought the guy what's his name, Austin Butler, Logan with a sub, thank 3-monther. Appreciate you. We are, I think, at an all-time high for subscriptions in this stream. W followers 2,911, 347 subscribers. Love to see it. Thank you to everybody who's on Twitch and on Twitter. Again, if you can like the stream, retweet it, hit the like on the YouTube page, make sure you're subscribing. If you're on Twitch, make sure you're following. We appreciate all that shit. But yeah, the Elvis movie was pretty interesting. Where's the Martha Stewart doc? Netflix? Either that or Amazon. It's called Martha. It was really good. Smash that button. What's up, Evan? Good morning, everybody. By the way, Prime got timed out for 24 hours in the Discord. Discord, by the way, we're having a meeting with the mods later today because the Discord bots are just out of control. The Discord bots are out of control. There's all sorts of shit going on. Listen, I'm too old for this. All right. I'm 37 years old. I got shit to do. I work a job that's 100% commission. You know what I mean? Like, I do have to grind my dick off. I love doing this. I like having the Discord. I love that it's buzzing. I love checking in on it. I can't be there 24/7. Obviously, if it was 10 years ago, or if I was a single guy, I absolutely could. Or if I had an inheritance, I absolutely could. And I would love to do that because you just hang out. It's a group chat for sports betting all day. Get it if you aren't already. But we have to get something to ban these bots and maybe a paywall, maybe something else. My mods in the Discord are awesome. You guys are great. If you need of a competent mod, let me know. Thank you, Logan. I have 3 guys who are awesome, and we're gonna see if we can figure it out. If not, though, we'll add to it. But I think Corrupt, Snide, and Fat Girls, you guys are great, and I really appreciate you handling it and taking the time out of your day, because you're not paid for this. But maybe one day, if we ever get to, what do they call it? Take it to the moon. Twitch mods on strike. Yeah, the Twitch mods are asleep. Anyways, let's get into it. If you have not subscribed to the newsletter, college basketball is back. Do yourself a favor. Somebody already commented, I think it was Butterknife Sharp. Thank you, Aloha Bets. I think we're good for now, but I will reach out if anybody retires or resigns or anything like that. Not a little bro. We on strike until the check hits your bank. Gun to your head, DJ, who's winning the Natty on the spot? The Natty in college basketball, brother. I can't name one player right now. I don't know. Who did Jeff Rosa pick? Duke. I would say this though. Get in the newsletter. Freddie Mills wrote. I put it, we had it in a Word doc. It was 52 pages. 52 pages. Butterknife Sharp tweeted and said it's a dissertation. That's a great way to put it. Love that word. Don't use it often. I forget it exists. It is very good. It's very good. I could not read all of it. I didn't have the time. I had family in town. Just dropped my mom and my grandma off at the airport. They're going back. We had a nice wedding. My cousin Dom. Dom listens to the stream. A couple of his groomsmen listened to the stream. It was nice meeting all you guys at the wedding. You're great. Gave him 2 winners. Georgia State plus 7.5. He took the money line like an asshole. I told him the YOLO, but I meant to take both. And also the over. Thank you very much, by the way. People helping people. This is what I'm all about at the end of the day. There was a guy on Twitter who reached out to me, or not reached out to me. Why am I saying that? He commented, Big Boy Bets or something. Boy with a B-O-I. I like that, by the way. He said, DJ, we're not going to do this system that you spoke of. And I was like, what is he talking about? Islanders and Sabres are off of a loss, and one of them got shut out. This was at like 6:54 p.m. The game started at 7. I was walking up the fucking stairs. We had cocktail hour at 7 o'clock, walking up the stairs. And I'm like, I'm getting it in. Boom, boom. DraftKings in. And I texted my cousin. I said, Dom, get it in. 6 minutes. You got 6 fucking minutes. I know you're out there taking pictures, fucking frolicking, whatever. He got it in. I think the guys got it in too. So thank you very much, Big Boy Bets. Dom is a married man. He's going on a month honeymoon. Enjoy it. I think he's going to like Tahiti and all this bullshit. Listen, I eloped. We didn't have a wedding. We didn't necessarily really have like a solid honeymoon. But if I were to honeymoon, I'll tell you what I wouldn't do. Tahiti and all that shit sounds fun. He's going on like a month excursion. You know what I wouldn't do? I wouldn't really fly 24 hours just to go to a tropical destination and sit on a beach. Not that I care if you do that, just personally, not my sort of thing. I would like to go live in fucking Italy for a month. I had a friend who was going to do that, but then their wedding got hit by COVID and all their plans changed. RIP. Anyways, let's get into it. So the newsletter, what else do we have? Okay, so what we're going to do, we started the stream early. I got all my bullshitting out of the way. So anybody who's hiding and waiting for me to shut the fuck up and talk about sports, get on out. We're going to recap the NFL because it's important we recap the NFL. We're going to be tight though. Okay. Going to be really, really, really tight. And then we're going to move on. And then we're going to talk Bucs Chiefs. Okay. Oh, Kim is money. Hey, DJ, we're all dying to know, who did you vote for? Very funny. I won't talk politics on the stream. I can't talk politics on the stream. We had the same thought. I ended up going to St. Lucia, 4-hour flight. Yeah. St. Lucia's great. My wife went to college with a guy who lives there. And I think his family does like boat tours and shit. Very cool. Here's a great piece of advice. Anywhere you go, if you know a local, you're going to have a great time. Because if I went to St. Lucia and I just did like a tourist experience, I'm sure it would still be lovely. I had like one of the best trips I've ever been on to St. fucking Lucia because I knew a local. This guy knew where to go to eat. He knew where to get fucking coffee. He knew where to get to where to hang out at the beach, and a little coconut guy comes up. We went to the Pitons and shit. Great time. Love St. Lucia. Anyways, maybe that would be a good sponsor. Maybe like an island who needs tourism should be a sponsor of the stream. I did reach out to Guinness. I think I told you that guy a while ago, and they said that they don't do solicited partnerships. I was like, well, you're lost. Okay. Anyways, let's get into it. So we're going to be tight on the recap. Cam is money. You asked me, gun to my head. Shout out Freddie. Great write up. Thank you, Jeff Matthews. I appreciate it. I didn't single bet yesterday. It means I'm beyond due. Yep. Your mom told me to tell you to be nice, Snide. I had an okay day, 3 for 3. Mid-major Matt, unfortunately, we mushed mid-major Matt. He's been on fire. His POD was not a winner. Greg's best bet, unfortunately, with the Bills. It was never the Bills. I didn't hate it. I said all along I thought Miami was the right side, but I didn't hate coming around to the Bills and fading Mike McDaniel. Seahawks, man, they had their opportunities. But finally I came through for once, 3-6 on the year, best bet. But we got to tighten up, boys. They got to tighten up. We're trying. Another exclusive podcast will be coming out. Let's recap, though. I think there's a lot to discuss and a lot of takeaways that can be had. And then we will get into Monday Night Football, and then we'll talk some NBA and college basketball and all that fun shit. All right. Are we locked in? Are we ready to go? Excuse me. I just had a nice little breakfast. I scarfed down 2 fried eggs and some sauteed arugula. I've had 2 cups of coffee, and now I'm having a cup of tea, if anybody cares. Cup of tea. There's this is some kidney strong tea. I had a smoothie in the morning too, blueberries, banana, no greens. I only had the arugula. You can't put arugula in it. You need spinach, protein powder. If you're not following the Degenerate on X and other platforms, and you're probably still using a flip phone and think TikTok is a damn clock, man, get in there. Thank you, Broadway Unk. I appreciate the support. Just call me mid. Some deserve Matt. Very funny. Gotta tighten up. Yeah, ooh, the Titans, man. What a push that was. That sucked. Oh, hold on one second. I think I got a corp text coming in. Oh no, not a corp text. Okay. I'm gonna let the Twitter world know. Oops, I'm still getting people that are liking this tweet, by the way. Please, can you guys hold on? Can you guys stop liking this? That went 1 for 4. I've never been more confident in 4 guys to score a touchdown. That went 1 for 4. But hey, as I always say, if you're batting 250, you're in the MLB. Gun to my head. Cam Is Money asked who was winning the national championship. I'm going to give you a boring answer. Georgia. I think Georgia's going to turn it around. I just think they're going to be a tough out. Okay, let's retweet the stream. Let's let everybody know we are locking the fuck in. Chirp Guy, thanks for the like. I always appreciate you. You are, even though your name is Chirp Guy, you are a good a WDGen supporter. Thank you very much. Okay, let's get into it. Hello again. If anybody is watching on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, now we are going to recap the NFL in the first game on the board. Cowboys, Falcons. I'm just going to say this. Do you guys like this format better, by the way, or this, or do you prefer covers? Here's all I'm going to say about the Cowboys. I'm wrong a lot. Okay, I just want to get that out of the way. I'm wrong a lot. If you've been following me, you know, I say things. I think coaches are bad. Sometimes they're good. I say players are bad. Sometimes they're good. I say players are good. Sometimes they're bad. Shout out Kenny Pickett. I don't understand. I don't understand how Mike McCarthy got hired in the first place. I really don't. I truly just don't know. Mike McCarthy to me is, and I can say this because I'm 5'8" and 200 pounds and 30% BMI. He's a big fat idiot. Is he not? He's a big fat idiot. Maybe he's a decent guy, you know, good family man, good husband. I'm not saying anything personal, but something I think maybe Jerry Jones may have thought is big fat idiots can make good football coaches, you know? And then you add into that, he's got a Super Bowl ring. That's the only way I can think to myself, oh, he's a big fat idiot. He probably knows football because of that reason. And he's got a Super Bowl ring. But the fact that you wouldn't tell yourself, oh, you know what? He's probably only got that Super Bowl ring because he fucking coached Aaron Rodgers. And then you think to yourself, oh, it's kind of pathetic. He's only got 1 Super Bowl ring when you have Aaron Rodgers. You're right. I'm going to get there in a second. I don't know. I think Mike McCarthy still stinks. I'm going to touch on everything for a second. But then not only Mike McCarthy shouldn't be hired, you hire Mike Zimmer. How do you go from hiring a guy like Dan Quinn to a guy like Mike Zimmer? 68 years old. I tweeted about this when it dawned on me in the offseason. 68 years old, and he's coming as a consultant from Colorado to be the defensive coordinator of the Dallas Cowboys. That's insane. But then I'll never forget, we talked about the Cowboys in the offseason. I'll never forget. I said to myself, this is the least I've ever heard anyone talk about the Cowboys. And sometimes that scares me because I do really respect Dak. I've bet Dak to win the Heisman, to win the MVP. I have bet the Cowboys to win the Super Bowl. They were going to be my pick, I think, like 2 years ago. I told my buddy Tim, who was, I think, at the game in Atlanta. We were sitting down when I saw him in like St. Pete, and he was like, "All right, who's your Super Bowl pick?" And I was like, "I'm telling you, if Tyrone Smith went down, the left tackle, I was like, if he didn't get hurt, Cowboys 20-1 would be my pick." This franchise is in a really bad place. A really bad place. I mean, I don't feel bad for fans of teams that are big brands and have won championships. Lakers, Dodgers, Yankees, Patriots. You know what I mean? Like, I want them to suffer. And it doesn't come from a bad place, but it's like, I want every fan base to suffer. Like, you got to fucking earn it. You got to know what it's like, to go through some tough times. But if you really, when I was looking at that roster and that depth chart in the offseason, I wanted to be a little cute and be like, ooh, you know what? Nobody's talking about the Cowboys. I'm going to bet on the Cowboys. Maybe that's what they need, is to be slept on and no expectations. I looked at this depth chart and I'm like, Jalen Tolbert? That's who we got? Jalen Tolbert? Give me a fucking break with Rico Dowdle, by the way. Like, yeah, he had a nice play, but come on. Rico Dowdle. And then they did the most, pathetic move of all time. They went and signed Zeke back. That is, in my opinion, the biggest fucking no embarrassing move in all time. If you're going to have a guy, it's your guy. You keep him no matter what. That pissed me off when the fucking Magic. Hito was a fucking, he came from the Kings, but Hito Turkoglu found himself in Orlando, had a nice run to the championship. Hito Turkoglu should have been our guy. He went to the Toronto Raptors for more money, found his way to the Phoenix Suns, and then the Magic said, oh, Hito, come back in a trade. Pathetic. Pathetic. I hate it. I hate it. If it's your guy, it's your guy. If it's not your guy, you say goodbye. All right? These guys are so fucking embarrassing. The Dallas Cowboys are an embarrassment to any NFL franchise. There's only 32 of them. Embarrassing. It's a really, 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 really bad look for a guy like Jerry Jones. I don't care what kind of success he found back in the fucking 80s or 90s, whatever. It's a disaster. Okay, I said we were going to be nice and tight. Let's keep moving. Kudos to the Atlanta Falcons, by the way. I mean, it's what are you going to do? Kirk Cousins, 19 of 24, 222 yards, 3 touchdowns. It's a pathetic Cowboys defense. Did the job. Bijan had a nice day, and kudos to them. All right, the Dolphins. Listen, here's my takeaway for the Dolphins. I said I felt like the Dolphins were a pro play, the right side all week. It's whatever, though. I mean, I don't have a lot of FOMO or regret laying it with the Bills. They had their opportunities. They were ahead by a touchdown at times. But I'm going to tell you this. I thought the Dolphins, they were fighting the entire time. And I got to give Tua Tagovailoa credit. He put on a fucking masterclass, 25 of 28 on the road, chilly weather against Buffalo. Like, that wasn't easy to do, in my opinion. And they did it. So kudos to them. The Dolphins defense has problems, but also I think the Bills just sort of have that fucking look, man. I really think they have that look, and they're playing like that team. 7-2. The Dolphins are 2-6. The Dolphins are a team that I would be willing to bet on. I was actually listening to a little bit of Pardon My Take this morning when I went for my 1.5 mile run, not to brag. And I listened to a little turn off, little Pardon My Take. I like to hear what people are saying about teams, and then I either agree or disagree or form my own opinion. I agree with what Big Cat said, or maybe PFT said it, but they said the Dolphins are going to be one of those teams that win a game later in the year that they shouldn't. I'm going to try to time that up because I agree. I think this is an offense, or maybe I'll just back Tua. But my takeaway from this game is I think Tua has a chip on his shoulder. Like, I'm not believing in the Dolphins, and I don't know what's going on with Jalen Waddle, but I'm willing to bet on Tua, if that makes sense. Want to bet the Fins next week with me? Yes. Yep. Mid-major. Go Bills. Nice win for the Bills. Yep. Mid-major. Absolutely. My takeaway from this game is that I don't even know that the Dolphins, but Tua has fucking grit. I was really, really, really impressed. As a Bills fan, I'd love for the Dolphins to get back to 500 so McDaniel keep his job. Augman, take a bow. That's a great fucking take right there, and I totally agree with you. And the Bills, look, I mean, Josh Allen, 25-39, 235, not the best day, but 3 touchdowns. I don't think he had any turnovers. Yeah, that's true. But I'll say this, Tua didn't do anything to lose that game, did he? Tua didn't do anything to lose that game. Yeah, that's true. That was brutal. I thought Coleman was just starting to fucking get there and be a wide receiver 1. And he pulls some shit like that, man. Just happy that Dennis Allen got fired. Had to show love. Yep. W. Bork. Nice day. Good day for New Orleans. Love the city of New Orleans. Good people down there. I've been to New Orleans, I think 3 times. Love it. I would go back. Don't stay in an Airbnb in Arabia, though. I think that's where it's called. I stayed in a house there. It was a town that got destroyed by Katrina and then rebuilt, which is great. But I stayed in an Airbnb. There was infested with roaches. Had great reviews too. But apparently they call them water bugs down in the South. And even my Uber driver was like, listen, I'm a clean motherfucker. You can't stop them from getting in. Also fun fact or fun story about that. There was a pool and there were bees. So we were literally in the pool, like our fucking, heads out like this. So bees, they had a bee guy come, but they didn't tell us, the owner of the Airbnb. As we walked out to get in our Uber to go hit the town, we walk out. There's a guy in a full hazmat suit. There's a beekeeper, bee catcher. And we're like, whoa, we opened the door. We were scared shitless. We're like, oh, you're here for the fucking bees. And he was like, yep. And then as we were on our way out, he was like, y'all have a good time now. Be safe. I thought that was very funny. Anyways, let's keep moving. Raiders and Bengals. Listen, I mean, Joe Burrow, like, sneakily having a really good year statistically. The Bengals kind of were fucking around a little bit in this game early, but then they just pulled away and they put their dick down. So kudos to them. They did what they had to do. It was always the Bengals team total over. It was always the Bengals. Don't overthink it. The Raiders are a disaster. They're 2-7. I don't know how they don't blow it up. They're a bad team. I mean, listen, one of my biggest regrets in this season is probably going to be staring at their fucking win total on DraftKings when I was out there. I don't know if I was walking my dog or what I was doing, but it was 6.5 and it was juiced to the over. It was like after they beat the fucking Raiders, they came home and then they lost to the Panthers. I was like, God. Or beat the Ravens. I was like, God, I think this team is going to fucking suck. You knew they were going to trade Adams and I didn't push the button. I was being a little bitch. Biggest regret. But anyways, kudos to the Bengals. They're 4-5. They've got some life. They got some dog in them. All right, Chargers, listen, hey, nobody you follow on any of these fucking platforms needed to see one go through the hoop more than me. Best bet, Chargers. Didn't overthink it. -1, -1.5, whatever. I heard MJ say it on Ramble, and I kind of did agree with him. He was like, I'm surprised this isn't +3. I did kind of agree late. I'm like, fuck. And then I saw a fucking betting queen on the Chargers. But you know what? Steak kept me honest. He said, what do we tell ourselves? Doesn't matter what anybody is on. No, he is not. It doesn't matter what anybody's on. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm going to put my head down. We got a hype train, by the way. Bork gave out a fucking sub bang to Book of Chew. We love to see that. Twizzy91 gave out a sub bang. 23 years, almost 2 years. Almost 2 years. Best gambling community out there. W Twizzy, appreciate you, man. Love having you in here. Thank you very much for the contributions. And I appreciate all you guys hanging out here every day. This is great. Love doing it. Greg and Steak, they kind of alley-oop me on that one. Neither of them talked me off of it. Everybody co-signed it. That was great. I had my top 4 bets to make my best bet last week all lost. My top 3 were 2-1 this week. It was the Seahawks, it was the Chargers, it was the Ravens. Glad to see one that go through, see one go through the hoop sweat free. And they were right. Buy into Winston game 1, and I bitched and moaned and kicked and screamed when having the Browns on our card last week. But that was great. Listen, I got the Chargers under 9.5 wins. I told you about it in my write-up in the newsletter. By the way, anybody who's here, subscribe to the newsletter if you have not already. If you're betting college basketball, Freddie Mills did a fucking great job with a lengthy write-up on a preview of some games tonight. He's got it quite a bit. But anyways, W's to the Los Angeles Chargers. Really needed that one. 3-6 on the year in best bets. Can we get back to 500? I'm gonna fight like fuck to get there. Here's an interesting game The Titans and the Patriots, man, oh fucking man. The Titans made our Circa Millions card. I was on an island with this one, and I can't really take any credit for anything. The Patriots got outplayed. The Titans outgained them. They were moving the ball at will. They had another game of 400 yards of offense. Tony Pollard ran really well. He's been great. Mason Rudolph played pretty well, but the fucking Patriots, man, they were pesky as a bitch late. Little lucky there, and unfortunate to get a push on the Titans if you had them. So that was definitely the right side. The Titans get their second win of the year. I'm still feeling pretty good about my under 6.5 wins there. But I thought the Patriots were the side that nobody really wanted. I thought that was kind of my gross contrarian play. We had a little discourse between the degenerate family. But at the end of the day, I mean, anybody who played the Chargers on the spread, you didn't lose. So I certainly wasn't rooting against you because we ended up going with the Titans there. Commanders, listen, sometimes the best bets are the ones that you don't make. And I did not fade the Washington Commanders as gross and as nasty and as much as I wanted to. 27-22, let's be honest. When I was following this game, I mean, I thought it was a fucking joke. When I looked at Daniel Jones' stat line, I heard Chernoff say he had negative passing yards going into the third quarter. Yikes. I mean, look, like, nah, fuck it. If I'm right about something, I have to stand on business. You know, I don't ever want to like pat my back too much because again, but I think I do a good job of always emphasizing like I'm wrong a lot. Then you can always tell me when I'm wrong. I'm not going to run from it. I'm not going to hide from it. The only way to get better is learn from your mistakes, right? So I'm okay. I was so right about Daniel Jones. I mean, this guy, you know, I feel so bad for him. Like he just, it's like Tiger Woods golfing. Like to even compare Daniel Jones to Tiger Woods, anything is not fair. But you know what I mean, though? Like he keeps going out there, he keeps playing. It's like, oh, it's just sad to watch. Like this guy isn't a starting quarterback. He's just not. He's not a starting quarterback, dude. That was off topic, but will Freddie be doing the newsletter every week? Really enjoyed it. Devin Sherrill, I don't know. I'm not going to ask that of him. He kind of really offered. He was like, listen, I've got all these thoughts and I'm more than happy to do this right up. And I was like, dude, fucking yeah. Like, that's awesome. I think Freddie is a really, really sharp dude. And most of all, like, seems like a good guy and a humble guy. Those are important because even if you're sharp as fuck, if you're an arrogant asshole, like, buzz off. You know what I mean? Seems like a good dude. You should follow him on Twitter at Freddie Mills. I think it's 7. If you can help me out with that, that'd be great. Skip the Bears game, please. Yeah, that was a wild comparison. I think you know what I mean, though, right? Go over the Bears game, please. How did Kyler only give me 4 fucking fantasy points? I'm right there with you, brother. Freddie Mills is an absolute W. His Twitter is now public. Go follow. Yes, it is. You know what? Can anybody copy and paste Freddie's Twitter in here? Let's give him some follows. I think he was kind of like keeping a low profile, but I think he's open to getting a following now, and he really deserves it. Yep. Okay, bro, carry me this week. How bad was that game? Yeah, not great. Mr. Rager, we're going to get there. We're not skipping any of the games. But yeah, kudos to the Commanders, man. You love to see it. Shout out to Dan Quinn for Jaden Daniels, 15-22, 209, two touchdowns. I mean, this guy's been great. Cliff Kingsbury's been great. The whole team is great. Like the Commanders are just fun. They're great to root for. You love to see it. So I'm happy with that outcome. And the Giants move to 2-7. Oh God, I just don't even know what you do. I don't even know what you do. You know, like what do you do? Like, do you guys ever really stop and think about this? You ever think about like putting yourself in the front office of these teams? You know, like this is a big business, and there's these people that get paid a lot of money to make decisions, and you're 9 games through a 17-game season. What do you do when you show up for work today? I can't even fathom it. I really can't. I just can't. It's so crazy, man. Sports are crazy. He'll be a Goff. His pre-Dabble situation was so bad. Get a new team. Oh man, bandana. Like, I don't mind wishing the best for Daniel Jones. I certainly do not have that opinion, but I respect it. W time change, by the way. I was like, man, it feels late. It's only 10:41. We got a thick room, by the way. I see we got 116 on Twitch, a lot of Twitter eyeballs. Again, just want to say I appreciate you guys. By the way, if it's annoying, I went to see Motley Crue in concert one time at the UCF arena. This was not that long ago either. Maybe like 8 to 10 years ago or something. It was cool, but they kept thanking people for coming out and still listening to their music and stuff. And I thought that got kind of annoying. If I thank you guys too much for watching and participating and whatnot, just let me know if that gets annoying and I'll stop doing it. Raiders clean house this morning. Wait, what? What do they do? gotta let me know. All right, we'll keep moving. Stop being nice, T-Gen. LOL. All right. I gotta get it out there every now and then. All right, Saints Panthers. Kudos to the Panthers, man. That was a nice win. I saw some people. Oh wow. Oh no shit. Good for them. OC gone and two others. Did they hire Luke Getsy? That's another one that's so weird. Like, how does Luke Getsy have a job? How does Shane Waldron have a job? How do these people have jobs? Christ. How do these people have jobs? I don't fucking get it. Actually, no, I do get it. We just spent time this morning talking about it. People are good at playing the game, kissing ass and sucking dong. And I'm not going to say the other way because on TikTok, I said cocksucker and they fucking gave me like a fucking warning. I'm like, you can't say cocksucker? What kind of world am I living in? Fuck Kamara for not getting 5 more yards. Oh God, dude. I mean, how brutal was that? Thankfully, I sacked up and I played his rushing and receiving yards. That was over in the first fucking half. So W there. Kamara not to have the most receiving yards is definitely going to be one of the most painful weekly special losses of my career. That's just sort of how my year's been going. You know, I will like, I'm not really the guy to say this and make you try to believe me and just pull shit out of thin air. I started dabbling with the weekly specials a few years ago. Like, I don't know. I probably had 3,500 followers or something at the time. I still tweeted it. I got 1 like, 2 likes. You know what I mean? Maybe you guys remember this. I used to hit these fucking things. You know, I used to hit these fucking things. I used to be able to hit some fucking touchdown scores. I used to be able to hit some fucking player props. I don't got it. And I'll tell you, obviously I'm not making excuses, but like, you also kind of have, I say this all the time. It's better to be lucky than good. I just ain't getting these bounces, bro. I just ain't getting them. I need a little bit of that fucking Shady Beef. Although, shout out Shady Beef. He had a great weekend. Good for him. I always say, though, Shady Beef knows ball, but he definitely got the horseshoe up his ass. It goes around. You know what I mean? The horseshoe gets passed around. Okay, let's keep moving here. Who is now? Oh, the Saints and Panthers. Yeah, Saints. I mean, the Saints are really bad. I don't know how they lost that game. I heard that a team to have that much offense and outgain their opponent, win the turnover battle, was 250-0 until yesterday, 275-0 or something. Did we ever see how Tua lost his overpassing yards bet? Yeah, everyone I did see that. Yeah, I like when people tweet the bad beats though. That was a good one I sprinkled. Thank you. Yeah, I thought my Saints under wins was the worst bet after 2 weeks. Yeah, I mean, it was a good bet. Dennis Allen's a terrible coach, but he definitely got a little bit lucky with the injuries. I would have to say. Keep in mind, I mean, the Saints still had all those injuries, and they almost beat the Eagles, and they almost beat the Falcons. It was pretty fucking gritty. But yeah, no, you're looking great, and I'm certainly not rooting for anybody to lose that bet because I have the Saints in the division as the Bucs. So, prayers up for Coach Pop. Start of the recap. I'm fine. Then, how much did I miss? Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, we started early today. We got a lot to talk about, and we'll keep it moving though. Let me know if tempo and pace isn't crispy, but I feel like we're doing a pretty good job so far. Okay. Ravens, Broncos. Broncos were, finally exposed a little bit. Definitely the most fraudulent 5-win team, I think, in the NFL. I have a little bit of regret about this game. You know, I like the Ravens. They were going to be my best bet. But I kept saying to myself, I just tweeted how much I like Bo Nix. Maybe I'm wrong about Sean Payton. I would have been really upset if I pivoted from the Ravens, but I didn't even play the Ravens, and all I kept telling myself was like, Bo Nix, I don't think he's going to be that good in the Northeast. Like, that's what I said. He's already played at MetLife. He was terrible. He's getting covered up a lot. First of all, the Broncos aren't really playing that good of opponents, that good of competition. They finally played a legit team and they got their fucking dick kicked in. So much for that offense. So much for the Broncos defense being that stout. Zay Flowers, 127 yards, 2 touchdowns. Shout out to Style, by the way, on Prop Talk, calling that fucking touchdown. I didn't think so. Inside the 10-yard line, score doesn't really reflect the actual game. Okay, fine, fair enough. That's all I really have there. The Eagles and the Jaguars. Listen, I wanted to buy on this Eagles offense since the bye week. I did not do anything in this game. I like the over. I didn't get there. Kind of got lucky with the Jags contributing. Did the Eagles hit their team total? I would imagine they did if the total was 45. Yeah, I have no regrets. About playing this game. I did like the Eagles on the spread too. Shout out Steak. He talked me off of it. So I like the Eagles. I would have lost that. I like their team total. It did hit. Okay. So that would have hit, but I have no FOMO. I have no regrets. I like my read on the Eagles offense. AJ Brown hurt though. That's going to definitely give me some pause to bet them moving forward. But I'll tell you this, man, there is like something really, really, really wrong with Nick Sirianni's brain. Like really wrong. I'm only like half joking when I say this. I think he needs to go to what are those neurosurgeon? I think he needs to go. There's something wrong with his brain. So I sent a tweet last night. It actually it's going around, still getting liked. I didn't think it was going to do this well. This is all I said. This is all I said. Can you guys see that? I'm not exaggerating when I say this. Nick Sirianni might be the biggest fucking moron on the planet. I thought that was going to maybe be like a 16 liker. I thought I've had much better bangers than that one. But it just goes to show you, when we come together, we come together. We unite. It's like the only time I've been living in New York City for 11 years, the only time I remember the city ever collectively like agreeing on something is de Blasio being a fucking moron of a mayor. Like that guy just sucked. Everybody hated Bill de Blasio. Everybody can agree Nick Sirianni is a fucking moron. So it's like, it's kind of weird. The Eagles are weird. I think they could be legit contenders. I mean, the defense is really showing up and playing well. Vic Fangio is a competent defensive coordinator. He's one of those guys. He's a better coordinator than he is a head coach. And Kellen Moore in this offense is doing pretty well. Jalen Hurts looks much better. Did he have a turnover? I don't think he did. Dabo and Sirianni both brain dead. Yeah, Dabo fucking sucks too. I'm so done with him. I'm so fucking done with him. Anyways, let's keep moving. Here's one. Here's another guy. When he got hired, I was like, you know what this means when you scratch your head? That's like, you're puzzled. You're like, oh, is that a good idea? Cool look, right? Emo look. Here's a guy that, again, you ask yourself, how does he get hired? How do you interview people? How do you sit in a room with somebody? I mean, these interviews got to be extensive. How do you sit in a room with somebody for hours? With Matt Eberflus. I'd give my leg for the Colts to bring in Vail. Matt fucking Eberflus. This fucking dingbat. And then you hire Shane Waldron. I love the city of Chicago. Chicago was my first love as a young lad from a small town called Orlando, Florida. The first big city I ever went to was Chicago. My dad would take me. We'd go once a year. We would stay in Chicago, and then we would go to Notre Dame games. I love Chicago. They deserve so much better. It's a great city. Great fucking people. Great sports city. That's my beef with New York. I say it all the time. I have a love-hate relationship with New York. I hate this fucking city 5 days out of the week, but then, you'll have a really good dinner at a nice restaurant. You're like, this is the best. But I don't think New York is a good sports city. There are good fans and there's good people. They're just not like here. They're just everywhere else. They're in fucking Connecticut. They're in fucking White Plains. They're in fucking New Jersey. They're in fucking Long Island. I don't know if that's how it works, and I don't know the geography of Chicago very well, but like, I love Chicago. Who owns the Chicago Bears? Who owns the Chicago Bears? I know they have terrible owners. I'm going to Google it right now. Who owns the Chicago Bears? Virginia Hollis McCaskey. Can I say something that we all might agree on? Today, the Bears are owned by Virginia Hollis McCaskey, George Hollis's daughter, as principal owner and matriarch of the team. Oh, I love nepotism. Can we just say something here? Can we just say something here? Aaron Rodgers is very funny. Listen, I mean this in the nicest way possible. All right. I'm not coming off as Ben Stiller in Happy Gilmore when he wants to work the old lady and hurt her fingers and, hurt her back and everything. I like old people. You know what old people should be doing? Did you see that Pints of Guinness tweet where the old guys are just sitting in a pub having a beer, talking about, stories? Like, that's it. That's what you should be doing if you're old. You should be going to a golf club every day. Go to a golf club or fucking just hang out with your ladies and your friends and just go have lunch and make it last like 4 hours. Sit on the couch, watch some TV. I'm sorry. I don't think this is ageism. I don't think it's anything. There's just no world in which someone 100 years old should be still in control of something like this. There's just not. You will go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep. It's just so baffling to me, because you know what the problem is with this old rich person? Here's the problem. You know what an old rich person probably really likes? Probably. You know what they really like? Somebody answer it for me. Answer it for me, class, if you've been in here this entire stream. You got to know. We talked about it. What do you think an old rich person would like if you were trying to get hired? No, come on. Control. Well, yeah, they want control, but if they're trying to hire somebody, applesauce, fake tits, saving money. Well, saving money is a pretty good one. No. Big fake tits, no. Butterscotch candy? Contrarian. These are funny responses. Oh, they want their fucking ass kissed. They want their, yeah, look at this. Dude, honestly, I got to tell you, Prime Bets might be smarter than we give him credit for. He might be. Prime Bets might be smarter than we give him credit for. Out of all you fucking people, rich old people want their ass kissed. Do they not? They probably do. You look at fucking Virginia McCaskey and you say to yourself, imagine going into a job interview with her. If you're fucking Matt Eberfluss, you just got to go in there. You got to bring her a little box of fucking, maybe some flowers, a box of fucking chocolates. You'd be like, hi, Virginia, like rub her shoulder. Oh, how you doing? Make her feel all warm and fuzzy. You know what I mean? That's probably what you got to do to get the job. That's probably what they did. And then you hire Shane Waldron. I mean, these people are so stupid. The Bears' body language coming out of that bye week against the Commanders in a game that they almost won was unbelievably pathetic. If it were up to me, Matt Eberfluss, first of all, he would have never gotten hired. He would have been fired. He'd be fired already. And Shane Waldron can go with him. Pack your bags. You're out. I was Team Prime. Then he flawed me in the Discord. Yeah, that was unnecessary. Flaming by Prime. I mean, there's got to be a lesson taught to somebody. I mean, if you want to chirp a losing play, you can chirp a losing play. But if you go 3-1, you can't just bitch about the one loser. Did I ever tell you that I sent my buddy eight plays in college football? He was like, "What do you got today?" I sent him 8 plays, and 1 play lost. I went 7-1. It was Minnesota. I'll never forget it. It was a couple years ago. I went 7-1. And he bitched about Minnesota. I was like, what is wrong with you? He said, I parlayed them all. Primers are amongst us. Primers are everywhere. Anyways, he listens to the stream sometimes. W. Tony. I don't know if Tony listens or is listening right now, but that's who it was. Lions and Packers. I mean, what are you going to do? Jordan Love, I don't think he's a good quarterback, but he's got a little Jameis Winston in him. Oh, okay. All right. That's fair. You don't think she has any sort of say in it? Just give up control. But you might be right. Whoever's making the decisions, it's probably related to her. Maybe if I had to guess, but you're right. I have so many of those friends. It's fucking annoying as fuck. Yep. Good old parlay, buddy. Yep. Someone had to recap the newsletter. Very funny. Jordan will get it. Yeah. Why can't we be like the Lions? I don't know, man. I don't know. The Lions just, Dan Campbell is just a guy that gets it. He really is. He's a guy that gets it. He just fucking gets football. He gets human beings, And shame on, you ever remember hearing that story where he had to move because like Detroit Lions fans showed up to his house when they were pissed off after a loss recently? God, some fucking sports fans are such pathetic fucking scumbags. He's barely been healthy. He's still the youngest team in the league. Yeah, our year. He gets the most out of his players. He sure does. Yeah, it's awesome. That's what coaching is all about. That's what coaching is all about. Jordan Love, though, there's something wrong with Jordan Love. There's something wrong with Jordan Love. He's very turnover prone. He's got a high ceiling though. He's just got to figure it out. Detroit Lions are just fucking wagons. They're wagons. And Jared Goff, another fucking super efficient game. Not asking him to do too much. I'm a little bit worried about that for the MVP. Kind of thinking that Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen probably have the edge on that, which is unfortunate because that's the only way. I love the Detroit Lions once they decided to have Ben Johnson come back. Problem was everybody loved the Detroit Lions, so I got a little bit nervous about that. But I still think as of right now, I mean, I don't see who's beating this team. Rams and Seahawks, this sucked. This just straight up sucked, man. This sucked. You know, I don't even know what else to say. I mean, I love the bet. I would make it. I would make the Seahawks bet 10 times out of 10. And, you know, you could say I'm wrong on this, but I think the Seahawks would probably cover that game 7.5 times out of 10, if that makes any sense. Maybe you can push. Yeah, you can push because it was +1. Those Geno interceptions were just unbelievable. I think I saw Stuckey tweet this. I like Stuckey. He's the Action Network guy. I think I saw Stuckey tweet this, and he said that there were the Seahawks had the ball inside the Rams 23 times, and they came away with -7 points. Did you agree with Seattle going for a 4th and 1 in OT? No. Used to give Herbert shit because he had the elite weapon account. Where are those people now? Cough, cough, DJ, and cough, cough. Yeah, I was a little critical of Herbert, but I always gave him the benefit of the doubt. Like I was pro Herbert, you know, pro Herbert. But yeah, I did say that. Yeah, Herbert is him. Herbert's playing great. Yep. Did you agree? No, I will come forth and admit I was wrong on Herbert too. Yeah, I was like fed up with Herbert. But you know why? It wasn't even so much about the talent. I felt like Herbert was kind of soft. And Harbaugh is just the perfect coach for him. Because Herbert is finding some fucking dog. He really is. We would also say how big of a moron Brandon Staley was. Yep. Especially when Herbert gets a coach and defense rally. Yep. Listen, I'm telling you right now, 2 teams that I'm happy to invest in the future. The Titans, if they get a competent quarterback, and absolutely the Chargers. They will be a team I invest in. I just hope I'm not wrong on fading them in year 1, you know, because I did. I elected to do that. I'm upset. But anyways, Seahawks, you know, it's just such a bummer. Such a bummer. Felt good about it. And, you know, I tweeted about this. Listen, again, I always say this, like I'm not a rigged or fixed guy. You know, like, are there some shady things that go on in sports? Absolutely. But if you're going to bitch about it nonstop, don't gamble on it. Don't gamble on it. Like, you just have to accept, like, sometimes that shit's going to happen, you know? And it's unfortunate. Oh God, great question, Jack. Am I more worried about my Charger underwins ticket or my Rams underwins ticket? I would actually ask the chat. I'm not super concerned about the Rams because the Rams still, like, the Rams could have lost that game. And you know what else I got to say about the Seahawks? Like, this Mike McDonald guy, he ain't fucking it. He ain't it. This is one of the worst coach football teams in the NFL. He ain't fucking it. All right. So Adam Chernoff can pump the fucking brakes on this guy. Jesus Christ. Telling me, he's one of the brightest young coaches in the NFL. He's going to be head coach of the year someday. Like, let's fucking relax on this dude. But I'd be more concerned with the Rams. Yeah, maybe slightly because of Stafford. I still, at the end of the day, the Chargers fucked around in that game. They couldn't get a first down in the second half until like in the fourth quarter. You know, they have a really bad second half offense. Chargers really should have put that game away, and they did not. So I'd be more concerned with the Rams. We're going to finish up pure strong. We've got one more game. I like the Vikings. I like the under. Unfortunately, I was a little soft. I didn't play any of it. I just went with Cornfields. Addison prop with just got there. Over 39.5 receiving yards. I got it at 40.5. WCLV. Unfortunately, one of our followers, Nikki, is in my DMs, and he said that he got it at 42.5. That's a terrible beat. Thank you very much, Cornfields. I ended the day profitable. I did not love the card. I went very light yesterday. I went three for three plus money because I hit the 2-unit best bet. But Jordan Addison came through. W Corn best bet. Nice, short, sweet 5-word description. He's healthy. I love that. Whereas Prime's in here. No, Geno ain't it. Would have won if he didn't. Yeah, but Geno's also had some, like, played pretty well at times too. Who should never be coaches. Yep, exactly. All right, guys. That was very long-winded. And first-time chatter. What's up, first-time chatter? King Hustler Inc. Chargers have a conservative offense. Yes, they do. And it's great if they can get a lead. It's not good if they can't. So it'll be something to monitor with the Chargers because I don't think they're a second-half football team. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, the Lions are wagons. All right, guys, we're gonna pivot now. We're gonna talk Bucs and Chiefs. We're gonna talk Bucs Chiefs. Let's take a look at the odds here. It was a good recap, right? About 40-ish minutes, a little shit shooting. That was good. Hope you enjoyed it. All right. Looks like the Chiefs opened this one 7.5. I don't know how accurate that is. It got up to 9.5. It's back down to 9. I saw 8.5 at some places. The total 47 down to 45.5. Obviously, you can tell if you don't already know, if you're new to the stream, I am a Bucs fan. I absolutely devastated. If you've been following the stream, all I wanted was to get out of the Ravens game healthy. I wanted to beat the fuck out of the Falcons. Neither happened. Real bad spot for the Bucs here. Like a really bad spot. You know? Here's what I think about this game. I'm going to tell you right now. And then we're going to talk about an underdog entry. Oh, I went 5 for 6 in one yesterday, by the way. Wait. No, 5 for 7. Look at that. I won $16 W's. Here's what I'm going to say about this game. The Bucs are beaten, battered, and bruised. They should trade for maybe Jalen Waddle or something. On the flip side, the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's talk about the Chiefs before we talk about the Bucs. Let's look at the Kansas City Chiefs for a second. This is a team that all they're doing is just winning games. They're not looking that flashy, though. And they're really not. You know, they covered against the Niners, covered against the Saints, barely covered against the Falcons, kind of barely covered against the Chargers. And then they should have covered against the Raiders, but they didn't. But you know what I think? If you look at this offense, you know, they had a little bit of a lull on the road, scored 22, scored 17. Then they come home. They only scored 26 against the Saints. Not very impressive. A lot of field goals. At San Francisco, they put on a show, 28. At the Raiders, they did what they needed to do, 27. But they still, you know, everybody thought that was going to be the Mahomes revenge game, which it kind of was. I took under an interception, which lost, and he did go over his passing touchdowns. This just feels like the spot where the Chargers put on a show, unfortunately. Is it obvious? Is it square? Maybe. But square plays it all the time. We all thought the Mahomes legacy game was coming in a revenge spot against the Raiders. It kind of didn't. You know, like he wasn't that great in that game, was he? He was efficient, did what he had to do. Let's see. I mean, 27 to 38, 262 passing yards, 2 touchdowns and interception. Like, it's good. You know? Captain Chiefs, not Chargers. Did I say Chargers? I meant Chiefs. Yeah. Quentin Johnson's not good. No. Prime and OG Shard have their own Discord. Yeah. Okay. Chiefs not losing to the Bucs. No, they're not losing to the Bucs. But the question is, are they going to cover the 9? I think so. But that's not how I want to play this game. I've seen all day is Bucs with the points. Fan who doesn't believe Bucs +9. You could be right. You could be right. Are you actually seeing people on the Bucs? And really not that I care. But the Bucs defense is so bad. Todd Bowles is so bad. This is just terrible. It's a brutal stretch for the Bucs. Let's not forget their schedule. This is, I mean, you look at this. I mean, look at it. This is just, you got Baltimore on primetime, Falcons on a short week, at the Chiefs, and then you have the Niners before your bye week. Terrible. It's going to be the Chiefs. How is it going to be the Chiefs? I don't really want to bet the Chiefs. I just don't. I don't love fading my team, but I will. It's either the Chiefs. I don't know that it's first half, but it could be. I think it could be the Chiefs team total over. I mean, this to me is just one of those ones. Like, I don't see how they're not scoring 34 points. What is the total in this? The total is 45.5. Yeah, I don't know. But on the flip side, the one thing you do have to give the Bucs is Baker Mayfield has a dog. And you also have to give the Bucs Liam Cohen as a pretty good offensive coordinator. I still think they're going to go into this game, and I think they're going to go into every game offensively swinging. I think they're going to go swinging. So for that reason, ladies and gentlemen, let's turn our attention to underdog. I'm going to play a little underdog entry. What does that say? 37, East 33. Oh, wow. Okay, great. Sorry, just got a text about something. Hold on. Let me share the link real quick because you're probably going to want it. If you want to sign up for Underdog and dabble, please do so responsibly. But here you can, if you're in Twitch, you can hit that link. It'll give you a 50% deposit match up to 250. If you don't want to use it, don't use it. All right, choice is yours. Here's what I'm thinking. All right, I'm going to put a little entry together. You guys are going to come along for the ride. I see no way in fuck Mahomes doesn't have over 1.5 passing touchdowns. However, I also don't see how Baker Mayfield is not throwing the football a lot. A lot. Take advantage of the promos. No, I didn't. Do I have one tonight? Ooh, NBA only. All right. Well, I got an NBA one tonight. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Long stream, ladies and gentlemen. We got at least another hour. Yeah. Oh my God. Is that all it is? Ooh, every day there's not a limit on how much you can put on it. Okay. Understood. Thank you. Well, there was one. Actually, one time I tried to put 50. I like Baker Mayfield completions. I like his higher than completions. You know what I don't think is happening tonight, guys? I don't think the Bucs are running the football. The Chiefs defense is fucking good. It's fucking good. The Bucs are not going into Kansas City and running the football. They're just not. Baker will probably get his completions. Who's he going to throw to? I don't fucking know. They're not going to run the ball. They just can't. Yeah, you can play pass attempts on Underdog. It's 34.5. Do you like that better? My only concern is I don't know how many times the Bucs are going to have the ball. You know? Sterling Shepard today. Well, what I was going to do, sadly, is fade the running backs for the Bucs. You know, I mean, Rachaad White lower than 27.5 rushing yards. How do I not? How do I fucking not? And then I have to put a Chiefs player in here, obviously. But this is what I like. I like Baker higher than completions. I like Rachaad White lower than rushing yards. You know, it's either him or Bucky is just not doing shit, unfortunately. Hopkins, let's see. Is this Hopkins' first game? Oh, no, he had 2 catches for 29 yards. You know, they're going to get Hopkins involved tonight. They just are. They're getting Hopkins involved tonight. Tonight, this is a perfect night to do it. Perfect night. Give me higher than receiving yards for DeAndre Hopkins. Some JP Ryan, no thanks. I'm good. Carson Steele, he'll probably score tonight. That's it. This is my entry. That's it. I'm going to go quarter unit on this. Pay 6 times. Let's go quarter unit. 75 for 450. Yep. I might even play these straight. I'm feeling frisky. Might even play these straight. Baker Mayfield higher than completions. Rachaad White lower than rushing yards. And DeAndre Hopkins higher than receiving yards. 75 pay 450. That is my entry on the no. You love Rachaad receptions, like love. Yeah, that's fine with me. I don't think the Bucs are going to run the football. So therefore, if you want to tell me that the running backs are going to catch the ball, I'm like beyond good with it. Beyond. So anyways, all right, let's go. Let's keep moving and grooving, guys. I'll leave it up to you here. I'm going to run a poll. And I'm going to go take a piss real quick. My bladder's actually been doing great. With the cup of tea that I had after 2 cups of coffee. Next topic. We can do NBA, we can do CBB, and we can do NHL. I'm going to give you 2 minutes here to vote. Go vote if you're in Twitch. Go vote. I'm going to be right back. I'm taking a piss. This is the weekend recap on the board review. W's, guys, appreciate you always hanging out. And if you have not subscribed to the newsletter, for the love of God, if you're betting the NBA, go subscribe and read Freddie Mills' write-up. It is fucking electric. DJN, news breaking just now. State officially waved the white flag and said he was wrong. Kirk is a perfect fit. Would you like to hold yourself accountable now? Yes. Okay. If you're just coming in, I see we got a new influx of viewers on Twitch. Hang tight. Go vote on what next topic you would like to chat. Let me see what the polls are. Wow. College basketball running away with it. A lot of disrespect on the ice. I'm going to be right back. Thanks for hanging out with the recap. I'm going to be taking a piss. Don't go. Anyway. I don't know how anybody doesn't like this song. I don't know how anybody doesn't like that song. Fro used to fucking hate that song. That's a fucking banger. That's a fucking banger. Anyways, let's get into it. All right, what won the poll? Oh no, I don't know how to find the poll results. Mbakana, what's up, new follow? How you doing? What won the poll? It did grow. CBB. All right, let's do it, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love betting college basketball. Love betting college basketball. I don't know shit about fuck. If you go to my Action Network, I mean, it's seriously a true story. I'm pretty good at it. Some might even say my best bet, my best sport. Up 27.7 units. All right, here we go. CBB. 756 and 633. Pretty good. 54%. I mean, what is that? That's about 1,400. That's about 1,400 wagers tracked. Up 27.7 units. We love that. At one point, I was up 45 units. Give a little back. 18 units down since. Jeez. You can cook. You cook on CBB, my guy. Thank you very much, Captain Korf, but it takes you a minute to get a feel. Absolutely. Yep. Ready to learn. All right. Well, listen. Here's what we're going to do. All right. I'm going to tell you the secret to my success. Okay. But you got to promise me, once you learn the secret to success, don't go out there, make it your POD at 10 o'clock in the morning and then start a dub club the next day. We're going to start slow and steady and lean on our buddy named Freddie. You like that little rhyme? Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to pull up the newsletter and let's see what Freddie said. I'm going to lean on Freddie Mills. If you have not subscribed to the newsletter, let me show you real quick. Let me show you what we got in this bitch. All right. I'm going to go to Freddie. The Degenerate. First game. Arkansas Pine Bluff at Cincinnati. Prediction. Cincy 101, Pine Bluff 61. So he's got that at about a 40-point win. Let's go look at the odds, shall we? Trentus Max Charlton minus 30.5. Hilarious. Tailing G unit. Yep. All right. Well, let's go. Let's actually go look at the first games. All right. Let's start there. No, actually, let me tell people. Oh, you know what? I don't think the oh, there we go. We are talking CBB, even though I can't name one player. Hop in. Here's what we're doing. Okay. Oh, we have a game at noon? Well, shiver me fucking timbers. So here's going to be a thing to monitor. Listen, let me give you a legitimate give you like a legitimate rant, or at least my opinion or my advice, all right? And again, I am not here to fucking tout myself, even though that's probably what people would consider my account and my persona of being a sports betting tout. I don't give a fuck. I bet for fun. I like having a good time, right? Still want to win money. Everybody wants to win money. I want to make that very clear, because if you say you bet for fun, people are like, "Oh, you don't like winning money?" No, I hate it. Here's the thing. I am not a basketball guy anymore. Was long time ago. Loved basketball. There was a time, I tell you this, I'll tell you this story forever. There was a time when internet did not exist. What you had to do was wake up like me before school, very early, get your notebook out, and ESPN would go game by game. All right. Back in the glory days of ESPN. RIP Stuart Scott. They would go through a game. They would show you some highlights back when ESPN, MTV played music videos and ESPN had highlights. And what you would have to do, because once that game is there, it shows you the box scores, shows you the top scores. If you want to remember it and look at it later in the day, you got to write that shit down. I had a fucking, what do you call one of those notebooks with the black and white composite? I had a composite notebook every morning in the NBA. I was a Magic fan, but I also loved Gary Payton. He was my dog. So I love the Sonics. I would watch ESPN. I would write down box scores and stats of every game and those players. And then in school later that day, I would just look over them. I couldn't do anything with it. I wish I could at the time. I love basketball. I don't love basketball anymore, because basketball is now, the way it's officiated is unbearable to watch. Like, sometimes games are good. Don't get me wrong. There are good college games. Do I care about the regular season? Fuck no. Fuck no. I don't know how people watch regular season college basketball. I maybe watch like 5 to 7 games. Maybe. If you're doing it to scout a team because you want to bet on them and invest in them, sure, I'll do that shit. I went to a UCF game. That was fun. UCF, Oklahoma. That was great. I've been to college basketball. I go to the Big East tournament. I go to fucking the Jimmy V Classic. I love going to college basketball live. Can't watch it on TV. Also, it's a fucking free throw contest. You think I want to see fucking teenagers who I don't know and give a fuck about shoot 35 free throws? Each side, 70 free throws? No, fuck no. I think the bonus structure is the dumbest fucking thing in sports. Teams get in the bonus with 12 minutes left in the fucking first half. That is insane. You know what that means? You can't even fucking breathe on them without giving them a free throw. This is what I hate about basketball. When you really stop and think about it, you can't have this sport be over officiated, because you're giving a team a free opportunity to score a point. Shouldn't points be hard to come by? Think about a penalty and everything else. They don't give you a free point. Soccer, you still have to kick it into the goal with a fucking goalie there. Hockey, you got to earn it on a power play. NFL, you fucking get a spot foul, whatever. Basketball gives you a free throw. Everybody there, make the shot. Hate it. So anyway, that's a really good question. Yeah, I guess. But I hate basketball nowadays because of how it's officiated. If they let the boys play, I would love watching the sport. Very fun live. I love going to basketball live. Anyways, when I bet college basketball, I really have to get a feel for the teams and their recent performances. Coming out of the gate in game 1, I don't have that. I don't have that. I don't know these players. I don't know these coaches. There is really nothing I can do. There's just not. I'm not going to pretend. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to force it. If you're gambling on any of these for fun and you don't know anything either, that's fine. What I can tell you is this: be responsible. Don't blow your fucking load in your bankroll on a Monday in the fucking first game of the college basketball season. If you are are knowledgeable and you want to put your knowledge to the test and back it up with money, right? Because that's the beauty of fucking gambling. I like being right. I like having thoughts and leans on something and being right by backing it up with money. That's what you want to do? Great. Please share what you like and why. Freddie has shared, and he wrote it in our newsletter, which is awesome. He likes Cincy to win by 40 points. I don't know what the spread is on the Cincinnati game. If anybody else does, let me know. But we can go game by game if you guys would like. I'd be curious to know. But most importantly, I think what I would like to do is really take my time. Rude. I would like to take my time. All right. I try to set a good example. I don't spray and nuke shit like I once used to, or like sometimes I want to, because I don't want people being irresponsible. And I'm very transparent. My business has been slow this year. Yeah, years, just like betting. You have good years, you have bad years. I'm a little bit slower. That's why you see me do fucking $10, $15 bets. And then maybe a year or two before, I was doing 50 or 100 stupid parlays. But I will tell you this. I'm still down to get down. You know what I mean? Like, I like having a good time. Betting on college basketball today on a day where I'm slow and I'm very corp tomorrow. I mean, let's fucking party, responsibly. So I'm going to need to lean on you guys or Freddie. So what do we have? Yeah, quarter units on these early games. It's all 18-year-olds playing a court. Yep. Here we go. See, this is great. If you got some thoughts, you got some reads, share it. You're on Twitter, YouTube, whatever the fuck. I don't care. Put yourself out there. I ain't judging. People, if you ever give me a bet, you never have to apologize. People always apologize to me in like DMs and shit. You never have to say sorry. All right? Only Greg. Greg has to say sorry. Santa Clara Moneyline. They returned 5 out of 6 top scores. It's a completely new St. Louis team, neutral site. So they have to trust the experience of a team. They'll be more cohesive right out of the gate. A team last year that won over 20 games had beaten Stanford. Hey, that's about as good of a fucking read as I could possibly ask for. Really was. LMT total over the first few games. Trust will put up. Yeah. Oh, Bandana, did you have something too? Turkey Super League. Yeah. Okay. Don't forget about the stupid ass possession arrow, dude. Yeah, but that's not as bad as the that was convincing. I know, Coastal. That was pretty fucking good. I'm not gonna lie. You know what? That was almost too good. All right, let's go to the newsletter for Freddie real quick. Let's see. So I don't know if he has these by times. Coppin State, Wake Forest. Let's see. Well, let's do this. Let's see what games are on early. Let's go from there. Oh, we only got one. College of Charleston. And what's SIU? Southern Indiana? Ghost is a funny motherfucker. DGen, why have you not said first half under? Very funny. Well, yeah, I know. I guess everybody's coming out of a bye week, right? Under. Santa Clara game at 3, DGen. All right, thank you. Sorry I'm late. We talk about KCTB. We did, Brad. I have an underdog entry for you. I think it's gonna be Chiefs like 34-10. I think the Chiefs score. I think Mahomes has a good day. I went Baker over completions. I went Rashad White under rushing yards, and I went DeAndre Hopkins over receiving yards. Good day to get DeAndre Hopkins involved. Good coming out party. Hey, we traded for you. Let's show you why against one of the most pathetic defenses in the NFL. All right, here we go. OK State minus 18.5 playing Green Bay, which is coached by fucking. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Dude, no way. This is what I'm talking about. I can tail this. Blaine says first half under SIU. Okay. Can anybody tell me what SIU is? Is it Southern Indiana, Southern Illinois? Noon is just too damn early for basketball. These kids are wiping crusties out of their eyes. No shot. First half goes over. Yep. Southern Illinois. All right. So College of Charleston, Southern Illinois. Let's keep moving. SLU. St. Louis. What the fuck is this? Stormy Petrels against Middle Tennessee. That is wild. All right. St. Louis and Santa Clara. All right. Well, Real Nicky is not the head coach of Green Bay. That's wild. Good comps. You're kidding me. He's not, bro. We almost got fake news. You can't do that. All I've seen, probably. Yeah, probably. I'm not getting down on it. I'm skipping it. All right. We had a read in St. Clara. Scroll up if you missed it. Denver and Stanford. Ooh, man, Denver. He is for sure. All right. But oh, you meant now the coach. All right, that typo could have fucked everything up, but that's okay. We figured it out. Okay. So, here's where I'm at. I have just made the executive decision that I'm going to gamble today. So, I'm not going to gamble on the first game. I'm just not. I am so down to fade Doug Gottlieb. Is that your POD or can I steal that? St. Louis had the coach from Indiana State who were wagons last year. Ooh, see, this is good. This is why we do this. Thank you. I'm just driving the fucking bus. You got to tell me where to go. My bad on time, but that's okay. You don't have to apologize. We got it. Got to limit the CBB early for season one. I mean, there's 199 Division I games. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Listen, we'll fucking tweak shit. We'll figure out what works. We'll stay away from what doesn't. Remember, I always want to remind you guys of something. You're going to get hot. You're going to get cold. In December of last year, I was on a 40-15 run in college basketball. And what did I do? The sports Twitter capper's kiss of death. I tweeted about it. And what happened next? I went 6 from 22. It was terrible. But anyways, we're going to figure it out. We're going to have a great time. Don't worry. It's going to be an awesome college basketball season. But I just want to remind you guys, from my gambling style, Alan Dims, if you're listening, you probably are. You always listen. You fucking always shit on me for not watching, not having knowledge of teams. Sorry, I don't know why I'm coughing. I'm not going to know these teams and these players. All right. I'm just not. I'm going to look for fishy lines and buy low spots, sell high spots. It's kind of how I gamble. But every year is different. Every year is fucking different. So we're going to have to keep an eye on how's Steam doing. I feel like last year didn't Steam get crushed last year? Didn't RAS have like one of their worst years ever? And half the team came with it. Oh, no shit. Self's not going to try and murder a small school. I think St. Louis is going to be legit this year. I don't know shit about Buck feed, DJ, and take whatever you want. Okay, Scott Nagy is also playing in South Dakota after being a head coach there for a long time. Hold on, wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute. Yep, W. Dustin Foster. Welcome to the board review, by the way. I see you over there in Twitch. Oh, I just saw this. Hold on, wait a minute. I have a serious question. Hold on. Sorry, my brain's all over the place. I need to reel it back in. Please. Who is the coach from what team is Indiana State's coach on? Because we might have ourselves a little Curt Cignetti. You know what I'm saying? Curt Cignetti takes his whole team from JMU over to fucking Indiana. Success. Okay, he's on St. Louis. Okay. Real Nicky Gambles. Who was your read on again? Was it on St. Louis? Is this game? Oh, no. This game's at noon? Okay. So, he only brought 2 players from Indiana State. Oh, that's it? This game is later? Oh, this game's at 3. Sorry, Action Network fucking does the time. Isn't it so stupid? I don't like how they do this. See the time right here? Is right by the game. This is it. 3 p.m. is the time. That's so stupid. Okay, thank you. Okay. I don't want to fade Nicky Gambles, though. He had a good read. Is that line short, some could say, for Santa Clara being a short home dog favorite? Play every first half team total under for every mid-major that plays against Houston. Oh, that's good. That's a good read. I like that. Yep. Yeah, Houston's defense, these teams aren't prepared for. They're not ready for. All right. Somebody said Steak is on something. What is Steak on? He's on SIU. Fucking guy. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Okay. Okay. Let's keep going. Is that 4.5 now? All right. So you're just fading steam there. Maybe it works. Maybe it doesn't. In South Dakota at the Pentagon. Ooh, that's fun. Okay. All right. Denver, Stanford. Obviously I have no read on any of these games. So you guys just talk to me. Marist and Harvard. Is that a little respect for a school like Marist? I know a guy who went to Marist, and I don't even think he could tell you what a basketball looks like. Not kidding. Let's go. Marist 3.5. Is it Marist? Is it fucking Marist? Let's go to Freddie's newsletter. All right. We haven't talked about any of these games yet that he's got. He's got Manhattan, Maryland, Maryland Eastern Shore, Mississippi Valley State, Iowa State, Iona, Princeton, Akron, Ohio, James Madison, Morehead State, Louisville. He's going to be playing Louisville, he said. Maybe tail him on that. Rarefied Air, Colorado State, North Alabama Air Force. No. Towson, St. Mary's, Fordham, St. John's, UNC Asheville, Citadel. Okay. So the plays predictions. Okay. Cincinnati. He likes Cincinnati. He likes Cincinnati 32 or more. He likes Wake Forest. He likes Portland State, Washington State over if it's 147. Iowa State minus 38. Louisville minus 18. Next tier of games he likes Alabama 24. Towson, St. Mary's under. Colorado State. Red Fox alum. It's the Foxes today. Mercyhurst plus that first game in Division One. One of my buddies, my switch transfer, I think is starting. Sounds like the vibes are great over there. Love that. Love a little inside information. W's, bro. Speaking of Martha Stewart. All right. Good documentary, by the way. If you guys like documentaries, I love documentaries. I'm a big nonfiction guy over fiction personally. But that's okay. I don't mind, watching fucking some mindless entertainment every now and then. I'm good with a little brain rot. You know what I mean? Okay. Lib. Here's Brian Kirshner's alma mater. Lib versus Valparaiso. Liberty's laying a little too much for my blood. Sacred Heart at Temple. Temple 13. All these games are at 5:00. Interesting. McNeese State 9 against South Dakota State. AMCC against Purdue. Purdue 23.5. Look a little easy. Does that look a little easy? Huh? Oh, there's no Edie though. It's a new Purdue team. Oh, look at that. Covers has a ranking now next to these schools. That's a neat new little feature. Although I still wish, I like that they do ATS and over-under records. I wish they would do the straight-up record too. Good old Temple shaving points. Is that a thing, Jeff Matthews? If that's a thing, then I'm fucking out. Out. Oh, no. Can you meet Victor 10 a.m. on Thursday? Looks much better than I thought it would. Yes. I mean, fuck. All right. All right. Hold on. Sorry. Miami of Ohio and App State. Somebody in chat gave me a give me a 4-leg detail. I'm still drowning from yesterday. Oof. I don't like that kind of talk. It sounds like chasing Barty Bart. Just scale back and slow and steady. Don't be chasing with parlays. All right, guys. That's not a good recipe for success. Miami of Ohio, Appalachian State, Bucknell. I mean, yeah, I just don't even know really what I'm doing here. I don't know what I'm doing here. Doesn't sound like you guys have anything else. So you know what? Brown and Siena. Oh, there's Louisville. Oh, Freddie moving markets. Freddie liked it at 18. It's up to 21.5 now. Tinny said, UCF money line's a good look. Dude, I'm down. I'm fucking down. UCF money line's a good look. I watched all the George Mason games last year, and they gave a big guard transfer, Keyshawn Hall, who is legit lefty guard. Line is also telling, only +4 versus ranked Texas A&M. Yeah, I like Florida a lot tonight. Okay. Yeah, Corfum, I wish I knew what the fuck was going on. Yeah, we're going to move to the NBA here pretty soon, guys. I just don't even know what to say. I don't even know really what I'm talking about. UCF at home is always fun. A&M 14.5. Is Buzz Aldrin still there? I'm just kidding. You know what I'm talking about. UCF, Mikey and Dior need time, I think. Yeah. Okay. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Let's keep grooving. I mean, there's just so many games. So many games. Pitt and Radford. Yeah. I don't even really know what I'm looking at. Is UCF going to be public, though, with Mikey Williams? Maybe. Yeah. I would maybe lean Texas A&M there. Since E32 seems free. You think so? Fucking that's what Freddie Mills likes. Freddie likes him up to 40. Thinks since he's going to crush their ass. All right, let's see. Since he rolls, okay. Fan the Longhorns. Duke, number 7, 31 against Maine. USF lost all its production from last year and burned everyone literally all year. Florida has a legit team this year, is laying 10 on a neutral court, which is telling. Okay, fair enough. I respect that. North Florida, South Carolina. Let's get one dog of the day. Let's get one fun double-digit dog of the day. What do you say? Stand by the bay, laying some hay. A little bit more Happy Gilmore looks. Yeah. What do you think? How about North Florida? Wasn't North Florida good last year? USF lost all its production last year. Oh, yeah, I already read that one. Everyone tried to fade USF last year, wasn't pissed. Can Navy beat St. Joe's? St. Peter's? I want a fucking dog of the day. Coastal Central Connecticut State? No, fuck them. Steak is on Cincy and Princeton. Ohio and James Madison. Ooh, Clemson. Charleston Southern taking down Clemson. North Florida, good look. Yeah. No, St. Joe's is good. Yeah, read Freddie's write-up. Double-digit dogs get killed opening day. Oh, thank you. Ohio State, D-Gen. One bet, one winner. Baylor dog of the day for me. All right. I kind of like North Florida. Let's keep moving. All right. So maybe something under the double-digit dog thing then. Robert Morris. I like North Florida. I might play North Florida. I don't even know why. I can't. I know where North Florida is, but I think it's in Jacksonville. Gardner Webb, Tennessee. Dun, 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 dun. Right. Ooh, Northern Kentucky. Oh, come on. You're going to tell me FSU is laying 8? That's it at home? Give me Northern Kentucky. What was Northern Kentucky last year? Give me Northern Kentucky. Wright State, Kentucky. Favorite that UCF spot is flirting with the unranked team theory. Yeah, well, I'm gonna wait and monitor it. Northern Illinois and Georgia State. Wow, since he's up to 35, I think it opened 32. Freddie likes it. Likes him to win by 40. I'll tail that. Shoot. Ooh, FAU -7 at Indiana State. Indiana State, the darlings of last year. This can be a trendy home dog. Do we like FAU? Did FAU return a lot of their guys or no? Who is Dior, by the way? Is he from FAU? I feel like that guy is good, that Dior guy. I just don't know what team he's from. Binghamton against Penn State? No. That could be an under game, though. 146 feels like an under. It just feels like one. Why do you like that, Dejan? I don't fucking know. No, he's from junior college. Got it. Can anybody tell me if FAU returned their guys? I like FAU, I think. Dusty May went to Michigan. Oh, wow. That's right. They lost their coach. Chattanooga plus the points. Yeah, okay. Get them all out now, guys, because we're going to the NBA soon. We're going to the Association. Just monitoring. I mean, just looking. Just looking. I think that might be good for now. Army out of the gate. Take Howard with the spread against KU. They got whooped by Arkansas State. Yeah. Yeah, there's just too many games. All right, we're going to pivot, guys. We're going to pivot while we still have a little pulse in here. I know otherwise the vibes are going to get down. What's up, M. Buckeye, with the first-time chatter? Appreciate you. Does anyone have a stream to watch this early game? Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know if I can legally share that kind of stuff without getting in trouble. So I'll plead the fifth. But no, I have YouTube TV, and paying for streaming services is a pain in the fucking dick. I tell you that. All right, Milwaukee and Cleveland. Steak, you in here? Paging Mr. Steak. Paging Mr. Steak. What's up, Sam Wise? How are we? Good afternoon. Golden State, Washington. Is it the Wizards? Oh my God, Cleveland is 7-0 ATS. Holy shit. Shout out the Bucs. Is Doc Rivers still the coach in Milwaukee? God, he fucking sucks. Oh my God, they suck so bad. Trade Giannis. DJ worried about the Magic? Brother, the season is over, dude. Over. Paulo's out. Yeah, man, I'm sad, dude. I'm fucking sad. Yeah, they need to get Giannis too. Where's a good landing spot for Giannis, by the way? Man, he would take in a fuck ton. God, he would take in a fuck ton. Where should he go? Not Golden State, dude. Fuck Golden State. Oh, the Heat would be cool. Boston and Atlanta, you know I gotta play it. Boston first half is 4-3 on the year. 3-0. Then they lost 3 straight, and then they won. The Lakers on the road in Detroit. Ooh, did the Lakers coming off a loss? No, they bounced back with a win. Could it be the Pistons? Anybody like the Pistons? Or is that too many points at home? Is that today the NBA frozen frenzy? Oh, I don't know. Boston first half is a auto play for me. Wow, a lot of games today. Ooh, Brooklyn. Where's Brooklyn at? I fucking hate the Nets. I don't mind the Nets as a team. I just hate the Nets should move to another place. The Barclays sucks. The fucking vibe sucks. I feel bad for the guys that have to play here. Terrible arena. There's really no life or energy. Every team plays today. Wow, Jesus Christ. Holy basketball. Anybody play early? No. Holy basketball. All right. Sacramento is playing. No games tomorrow. No games tomorrow. Electric. Yeah, it's so weird. Election isn't a national holiday, right? Barclays is awful. Terrible. All right. What do we think about? Oops. I mean to show you the mainframe right there. My bad. There we go. We're back. Heater dog shit. Sacramento and Miami. What do we like there? I don't mind the Nets. Kind of like the Heat. Yeah, we talked Monday night already. Knicks and Houston. What have the Knicks been up to? The Knicks have won 2 straight, and they've covered. I can kind of see the Knicks stay rolling on this road trip. Houston just won in overtime. Does anybody like the Knicks? Are the Knicks are the Knicks too easy today? I don't think they are. People like the Rockets. Anybody like the Knicks? I kind of like the Knicks. I like the Knicks. Bulls 7.5. Should the Bulls be 7.5 point favorites against anybody? What do you think? Fred VanVleet masterclass? You think so? Ooh. Oh my God, the Utah Jazz are terrible. Jesus. The Utah Jazz are terrible. Yikes. All right, I kind of like the Knicks. Maybe it's square, though. Orlando's 13-point dogs against the Thunder. Where's somebody talk Knicks? Yeah, I know. Jalen Brunson over points. Knicks over team total. Minnesota is 1-5 ATS. Sure they are. You love that of a trendy team and a trendy MVP pick, and the team can't cover a gosh dang spread. 226. Feel like this over is going to be really popular. Doesn't Charlotte go over totals quite a bit? Let's see. No, not really. They went under. They pushed over. No, they're not really a big over team. They're coming off of 103, 109 performances, but they did play the Boston Celtics, who take a little pride in defense there. Okay, let's keep going. Could the Magic low key cover this game? Excuse me. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Like right in your guys' ear. Could the Magic cover this game? It's a big number. Kind of like Orlando. I would say this though. It looks fishy. Only -2 versus SA a few games back. No -2 against the Knicks. No, the Knicks are -2. I think. Jeff Matthews. I think you have that wrong. Double check though. Let me know. I think Orlando can cover. Stop saying is weird tonight. 13. Yes, Magic got that. I kind of think so too. But I mean, there's no Paolo, and the Magic can look terrible. They are lost 3 straight, and they cannot cover to save their life. They're just getting killed. Magic on a back-to-back. It's got to be a system play. Steak. Where's my fucking NBA sharp? Missing in action. Give me the Magic tonight. Fuck it. Back-to-back off a loss. Let's see if the system plays. All right. I'm going to be wagering tonight. Pelicans, Indianapolis, and Dallas. Dallas just whooped that ass last night. Maybe the Pacers come in and give them a fucking... Well, they sat the starters, though. R.I.P. Sweatpant Jesus. I saw you had a nice little parlay pending. W Sweatpant Jesus, like the betting news guys, good dudes. Philly and Phoenix, no thank you. Philly stinks. Wish I faded them. Toronto, my lovable Raptors are fucking 6-1 ATS. You gotta love that. Shout out Fat Girl. Shout out Beeman. Spurs and Clippers. I got nothing. I like the Knicks, kind of square. Boston first half, and I like the Magic. I'm gonna play the Magic tonight. RIP Peanut the score. Yeah, I didn't read the fine print on that. I didn't read the story, I should say, not the fine print. 2 games tonight on the ice. I would probably just straight up fade the Predators. I don't think the Predators are that good. I know people want to believe that they're going to get right and get things rolling. Not so fast, my friend. By the way, I went to go play, and you're going to believe me, that's fine. I went to go play fucking Corpusalo shutout against the Flyers the other day. I was messaging Long Beach about this, or somebody in my DMs. FanDuel took away goalie shutouts. Can't bet them anymore. What book has a shutout? DraftKings? I couldn't believe it. And fucking Flyers got shut out. I couldn't believe it. But I'm an idiot. I should have at least still played their team total under or something. Good spot for the Bruins there. If anybody played them, great bet. On the ice today, we have the King. I would probably play the Kings and Jersey and Edmonton. Oh geez. Didn't the Devils just lose? Oh my God, they just got shut out. Did Edmonton lose? This might be the system. Nope, they came off a win. All right, it's got to be the Devils for me today, guys. Got to be the Devils for me. All right, guys. I think that's enough. I think we did everything. NBA, college basketball. Again, I'm going to be Corp one more fucking time. I apologize. Newsletter. Go subscribe on the website. You can do it for free. Thank you to all those who pay and contribute to support our work. We really appreciate it. Good luck today. All right, good luck today. Bet responsibly. Do not fucking blow your bankroll on day 1 of college basketball. You do not need to feel obligated to bet all of these fucking games. And have a great day. All right. Have a great day. I will see you tomorrow. I am traveling this week, likely for my wife and I's anniversary. So we're going to switch up the stream schedule. I'll post in Discord what we're going to do. And then I got to have a meeting of the minds later with the mods to figure out how to fucking prevent these bots from coming in. So, all right, guys, I'm going to shut it down. Thank you so much for hanging out. Good luck tonight on your bets. Hope you win more than you lose. And we'll lock in for a good college football. A good college basketball season. All right. Take care. See you tomorrow. Peace.